Hi guys, I'm Uncle Richie.
Yo, what up? J Money's back.
And this is C10. And you're listening to the Uncle's podcast.
And we're back for episode 52. Just want to say a big shout out to everyone that's followed so far. If you're new onto the podcast, please give us a like, subscribe to our channel. If you're listening right now on Spotify, Apple, on Google, leave us a review if you want, if you've got time. But thank you for joining us on episode 52. Tonight, we've got a very interesting chat coming up. Back in episode 41, I spoke about a little accident I had up in Papua New Guinea, up in the home country, where I had a few too many drinks and it got to the end of the night. I slipped, fell, and split my head open, or sliced the top of my head. So some of you would have seen that previously, but I thought this week it'd be a good opportunity for us to sit down and have a chat about how the no alcohol has been going for me. So it's been coming up to 4 months. I don't know the exact days, not counting anymore, but it's nearly been 4 months since I've had a drink of alcohol. So I thought it would be a great opportunity to sit down and share with you guys some of the challenges, but also some of the benefits that I've experienced along the way. And fortunately tonight I am joined by a very special guest, Olivia.
Hello everyone, nice to meet you all on the potty.
Yeah, so Liv's obviously been behind the scenes a lot, but now she's in front of the camera tonight.
She's here. She's nervous. She hasn't done a podcast before.
Yeah.
So
it's the first one, so yeah, give her a chance.
Yeah.
Everyone.
52 episodes in.
Yeah, 52
She's
episodes in.
So that's exciting.
Yeah. Well, it's great for you to hop on the uncles and help us out tonight.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to ask you the hard-hitting questions.
Ooh, I'm not ready to answer.
Hope you're prepared.
I'm not, but we'll see how we go. Yeah. All right. Well, let's kick things off. I think I said a bit about what happened in the intro there, but to take us back, it was December 1st. We went back to Port Moresby, had a massive sesh with some of my good friends who I hadn't seen for years, and we all went out, had a few drinks. Obviously got a bit too drunk and excited, and this was, funnily enough, at the end of the night at DFC, just getting some food. Went up to the toilet, missed one of the steps after I had taken a piss, and slipped, fell, and landed straight clean on the toilet bowl. So ceramic bit of bowl that sliced my head off. Was rushed to PomGen. After PomGen, went to Pacific PIH. And then that's when Liv came and rescued me.
That's when I joined. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What an experience.
How was that experience for you?
That was traumatic.
Yeah.
Still is.
Yeah.
Seeing you in the hospital bed, like your whole head bandaged up.
Yeah.
Like it was just a bit crazy. And then seeing the photos from the nurse was a bit daunting.
Some of you have seen the photos, and it's not the best.
No, the photos are a bit scary. But luckily, it's looking great now. You
Still
only have
standing.
a small hole in your head.
Yeah.
Not a big one.
Yeah.
So we made it. We flew back and got surgery, and here you are.
Here I am today, living, breathing.
Living your best life.
Yep. But let's kickstart the episode with. I know you got a few questions.
I do.
So let's start the potty off with those questions.
Yeah. Well, I guess first of all, just to sort of get an understanding of everything, how has this no alcohol period been so far? So you said you're going to do the 12 months alcohol free. It's been almost 4 months now. Just how is everything going? How are you feeling overall? What's it been like?
Really good so far, I'd say. Mentally, physically, spiritually, all of the good things.
All of the things.
I think the biggest thing is time. That's probably the biggest thing I'm getting out of this whole experience is you find that, I'm finding that I have a lot more time, which is being poured into the podcast. And as you can see, those people that have been following the last few months, we've got on some very big guests. Our editing on our reels has grown a lot as well, and we've tried to look at how we can level up the podcast, and we've also done our shirts, some merch which is coming to those people in a few weeks. But to answer the question, it's time. You get a lot more time when you're not hungover on Sundays.
Yeah,
you can do the potty in the morning, release it in the afternoon, and then edit during the week when I would usually be too lazy or procrastinate.
Hungover, laying in bed.
Yeah.
I think that's one thing I've definitely noticed from yourself and the other uncles, of course. All the time and effort that's going into each of your episodes now. Like, you all just have a bit more time, I feel, to commit to recording or editing or just chatting through things. That's a really good one. I guess as well then, what sort of, because I feel like to other people that haven't done a no alcohol period, what sort of helped you stay committed to like not drinking or not giving in to that feeling of wanting a drink? Is there anything in particular that sort of helped you stick to your word, I guess? Because I know...
Well, I think looking back at it, those 3 days that I was in hospital for, that I used those 3 days to do a lot of thinking. And, probably because I had staples in my head and couldn't sleep the whole night. So I was just staring at the ceiling, and in my mind I was thinking about, how can I make this year an year that will be a memorable year, but also a year that propels me into a new space, a new sort of area, or a new space in my life where I can build the platform this year and then springboard off that platform. So that's what I think about now, and that's what sort of brings me back whenever there's a temptation or someone says, "Oh, let's go have some beers," or anything like that. I just think about my why, and that's focusing on myself, podcasts, my health, and setting that foundation this year, so that in the next few years, 5-10 years, I've already put in the work.
Yeah, definitely.
So hopefully by then I'll see some reward.
Yeah, well, that was sort of, definitely leading into my next question. Like, what are you trying to, or I guess, what are you hoping to get out of these 12 months? Like, is it the podcast that you're sort of, focusing on, work, life? Like, 12 months is such a long time. A lot of people sort of commit to that 1 or 3 month sort of period, but like, what are your sort of, I guess, goals and outcomes after this 12 months? Do you see anything?
Yeah, that's a great question.
In particular, yeah.
There's, I'd say there's a long list.
There's a long list.
But I'll start with...
mentally, potty, all of that,
I'll start with one, and then we can work our way down the list. But probably the first one is just a big thing is about, learning how to say no and fighting off these temptations. Because I know for a long time now it's been something that I've struggled with is saying no to people. I'm a yes man.
Yeah, you are a yes man, which is good and bad, I guess.
Yeah, and I love to, if someone says, let's go out and get fucked up, or let's go out and do this, I'm always put my hand up first, because
you're the first one there.
I love a good time. I'm the first one there, last one to leave, usually. So I think this year, why I'm doing 12 months is just so I can focus on myself and, like I said, build those foundations.
Yeah.
And try to learn to say no.
Yeah.
It's
Good.
the biggest thing.
That's a really big thing.
Yeah.
And you are hitting that big 3-0 next year, so
Yeah.
got to get everything in place for then.
Yeah. So I got to focus and really nail it down. I think the other side to that is obviously like your physical health, and
Yeah.
one thing that I've been really focusing on the last 4 months is trying to get the body right, because after so many years of playing rugby, I think I neglected the little things, with whether it was stretching or, you know, looking after my knee. I've had 3 surgeries on there, so
Yeah. Gosh.
now it's just about trying to build up strength in those areas that are weak, but also trying to, you know, get fit again. And fit, being fit is, I've defined it differently now going through this whole process. You know, it's not about whether you're the biggest guy or you can run the
Yeah, lift the heaviest weight.
lift the heaviest weight, run the furthest. Now it's just about understanding your body. I think that's a big one. One thing that I wasn't really good at, and now I'm finding that now that I'm not drinking alcohol, I find I can understand my body a bit more. Like if something's sore, then you stretch it.
Yeah.
If something's
Focus
hurting,
on that. Don't overdo it.
Yeah.
I'm learning that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a huge change and a huge thing to be doing, committing yourself to doing.
Yeah, and the list goes on. Like I
Yeah.
could sit here and tell you how many other things that I want to do. Obviously, the podcast,
It's
like
a big one.
I want to take it to a level where, you know, it's kind of self-sufficient, because at the moment we're doing all the editing, we're doing all the videos, we're doing everything, and it is time consuming, but you know, it's still a passion project of ours.
Yeah, exactly.
And we want it to grow, and we want to bring, you know, Papua New Guinean people on so that they can share their story with other people, and other people can look at us and go, oh, okay, I didn't know PNG people were like that.
Yeah, yep. No, it's a really good insight for sure. And I feel like this sort of podcast is definitely different to, I guess, what's already out there. So it's sort of filling that gap. So if you guys can just continue to give it all of that effort that you already are, you can definitely see it growing, which is exciting.
Very exciting.
Back onto the no alcohol. So if there's somebody like me or someone else who's sort of on the fence of wanting to maybe go alcohol free, or for a period of time, can you give us a list of, I guess, those benefits that you've seen so far, but also maybe some of them like unexpected challenges that have come to be that you maybe weren't expecting, or I guess just those positives and negatives just to help us out.
Yeah, okay. So let's start with the negatives. And we can finish off with the positives.
Yeah.
But the negatives, I think, you know, the biggest one is you're going to have to say no to a lot of people, say no to a lot of different events, you know, things that you would usually do that involve alcohol. I've gotten to a level now where it doesn't really faze me. I still go to lots of events, like we're going to a wedding this weekend.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm not really worried at all. Like I don't really care anymore.
No, well, that's another thing. You've been really good with your events this time around, because you've obviously done like 1 or up to 3 months in previous years. But I feel like those times we would never go out to events and things like that, just because it was like dangerous. But now, you've been able to overcome that challenge, but it's obviously still difficult. Yeah,
so that's one negative. If you're a yes man like me, it's going to be hard to peel it back and say no to a lot of people. I think the other, that's probably that's the biggest negative.
Yeah,
really.
That's true.
You just miss out on a lot of shit.
Yeah.
But that's the sacrifice that you have to make in order to, you know, see some results.
Exactly.
And the results are the positives. You know, like as I said previously, you get lots of time. A big one as well is probably just having a clear mind, a clear focus, a direction, setting a routine that works well for not only you, your partner, whether you have a family, a routine that works for everyone involved. And you'll see the rewards come from it when you start to, I guess, sacrifice those negative things I said. And, if you set your mind to a certain task, you're going to accomplish it because you don't have any excuses.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
you're not going out partying, you're not hungover, you're not this and that. So, if you sit around procrastinating, you're just wasting time.
Yeah.
Whereas,
Yeah.
if you don't drink, you can go and get shit done.
Yeah, so much time. I know.
Yeah.
So I guess touching on all of those benefits and some of those challenges, how have you, what sort of strategies have you used internally to sort of manage any cravings or any temptations to want to obviously drink at these weddings that we've been to, or you've been at a few bucks parties, like how have you, obviously it's a big thing thinking of your goals and the future, but how in that time and in that moment, how have you overcome those temptations? Because I feel like that is something that's really hard, like when you're in the moment, it's like, who cares, let's just do it.
It's a tricky one, but I think in the moment I'd have to say it's good to make people aware of it as well.
Yeah, that's true.
So you tell everyone that's there, I'm not drinking. It's been easier for me because I came out at the start of the year and I did the podcast. So, everyone in my friendship group follows and they heard about it. So everyone's been quite supportive. That's one other thing I should mention is all of my friendship group, family, and everyone have been very supportive. So it's making this process a lot easier.
Definitely telling people.
Yeah, obviously you get the cheeky jabs here and there from everybody. Oh, you fucking pussy! Or you drink a beer? Why don't you? But then you sort of get over that, and then they get over it as well too, and they forget about it, and everyone's being very supportive. But I think in the moment, it's just about if someone says something, you remove yourself from that space. Go for a walk just down the street, or go to the toilet.
Go to the bathroom,
Go to the bathroom. Just take your mind off it for 5 seconds. Wash your face and then go back outside and, have a chat to them. Because people are drunk.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't remember
shit. Even know. Most people wouldn't even know you're not drinking by a few hours in.
Yeah, well, there's zero alcohol now, so
exactly.
You have have a soda and lime.
Yeah, soda and lime.
Yeah.
There's so many options out there now.
You just trick people that you're drinking, but you're actually switched on.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You're looking into everyone else.
Yeah,
You're
I'm watching
them.
from behind. I can see you doing drunk, stupid things, everyone.
Ooh, we're all going to be looking at you now. Oh. We're all drunk. Be like, he's judging us.
Oh.
I guess one last sort of question that I had in mind, if there was someone who's sort of on the fence of quitting or just reducing their alcohol, is there what's one bit of advice that you would give this person? I know you've obviously spoken about all the benefits, some of the challenges, and how you overcome, the temptations in that situation. But if there was one piece of advice that you could give somebody that might, obviously help them reduce their alcohol intake or stop drinking, what would that be?
I think if you're sitting on the fence and you're thinking about it a lot, and this is what I did, is think about it a lot, when can I do it? When can I do it? And obviously I had the accident, so it was a good enough reason to do it. But if you don't have that and you just want to make the decision, I think it's just about having a, don't care attitude, stuff everyone else and what they're doing and what they're going to think of me.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm doing this for myself. You have to be a bit selfish.
Yeah, definitely.
And just go, all right, now I want to do it. I don't care what anyone else is going to think. Because that was the biggest thing for me, is I was worried about what other people were going to think.
Yeah, I think that's most people. Yeah, definitely.
I was worried about what other people were going to think when I said, that I'm going no alcohol for the whole year. But then I think once you say it to someone and you sort of put it out there, then you set it in stone and it becomes like a reality.
Yeah.
That's the hardest thing to get over. And, putting it out online, like through the podcast, there comes a level of, accountability and turning up. And because now I've told people, it's like, well, I can't give up now.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
Like,
yeah,
I've come this
you
far.
said to everyone you're doing 12 months, so.
Yeah, I've said it to everyone, and I'm trying to keep myself accountable in that sense where, yeah, it's out online now. People are watching.
Yeah.
But there's you just got to be hungry.
Yeah.
And if you really want to do it, you have to do it up here because no one else is going to tell you.
Yeah, exactly. It's sort of like exercise as well. Like, you're not always going to be motivated to go and do a run or something, but you've just really got to push through that.
Yeah.
And just think about the end goal and what you're trying to get out of it.
Yeah, 100%. It's I know it's a big part of people's lives. Like, I look at someone like, my old man, and he'll have a beer like after work, and little things like that. I'm just trying to think about where does that lead to later in life. And I know a lot of other people's parents like have one beer after work and do that, but it's just about creating a healthy relationship with alcohol. And I think a lot of the problems that I had growing up through my early sort of 20s, a lot of problems stemmed from alcohol.
Yeah.
And so me just understanding that and figuring that out is sort of the reason why I'm going through this process now, is because not only do I want to stay fit, healthy, take this podcast to the next level, but it's like I want to strengthen or create a healthy relationship with alcohol where I sort of understand my boundaries.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's a big thing.
Yeah, and building like those healthy relationships with friends and family, and even us, of course, as well. Because I feel like a lot of people, if they're going to have an argument, it's always like got to do with drinking or anything like that, So it really does have that flow-on effect.
Yeah, it does.
And in terms of another benefit I didn't mention before, saving money.
Yes.
That's another big thing for everyone.
Yes,
like,
guys.
you're not going out and spending hundreds of dollars on cocktails for no reason.
Yeah.
That's another good benefit.
Yeah, so literally like all my socializing money just goes into saving now, which is amazing.
Yeah.
That's another big, huge benefit.
Yeah.
Huge benefit.
Definitely.
But to close out, nice short and sharp ep.
Yeah.
Just want to say thank you to Olivia here for jumping on
Yeah, for jumping in.
the potty and asking me the hard-hitting questions.
Yeah, everyone wants to know. We all want to know. I know I've like contemplated doing like a month or so sober, but
Yeah, it's tough.
it's like, oh, there's an event, got a drink,
Yeah.
But it's definitely helping me, I think, as well. Like, we don't really ever just have drinks during the week.
Yeah.
It'll only be like if we're going like out somewhere for an event. So
Yeah.
no, it's definitely been really good. Thanks for that.
No worries. We'll try it next year.
Yeah, maybe.
No,
that's too long. That's 2 years. Please don't commit yourself yet. Get through 12 months.
Yeah, let's get through 12 months and we'll see you guys on the other side.
Yeah. Bye, everyone.
Bye.